Hello creatives, welcome back to my YouTube channel. So on today's episode, I'll be teaching us on how to cut a spiral design using organza and fishing line. So this is my organza fabric and I just got an half yard of it, that is 18 inches. So this is on fold on the table. I want to cut it into two because what I'm using it for is not really too much, it's not too big. I just want to use it to cover the down part of my client's skirt because it has a joining. So I'm placing it on the table. The organza material is very light, it's very fragile, and it doesn't stay at a place. So you have to be very careful while working on it. So I took my measurement to confirm if it was 9 inches, and it says exactly 9 inches on the spot. So after that, I have to take the measurement of my organza, that is the width of my organza, to know what I'm using it for, if it's going to be enough for me or I should add more or not. So I took the measurement, it was 59, and then I brought my client's skirt to check the round of it, that is the round of the skirt, to know if it will be enough, if it's exactly 59, or what I needed was to add more. And the reason why for this is because the skirt has a joining. You can see the joining at the down part of the skirt. My client doesn't like it. It look unprofessional. So I want to design it using the organza spiral design. I want to cover it. I want to make it look unique. So the joining won't be showing. And here is me taking the round of my client's skirt, that is from the beginning of the joining to the end of the joining. The skirt has a casing plate at the back of it. So after taking the whole measurement and confirm it was 59, I needed to add two of the organza, that is the 18 inches I divided into two, which give me 9. I need to join the two of them together because I'm going to gather this organza. So I placed it on the table and I folded it again into two. And after folding it into two, I got my scissors and I removed just half inches from the tip of the organza. I removed half inches because what I wanted to use my organza fabric for is really not too much. I'm not creating a big work, just to create a design there, a spiral design to cover that joining on my client's skirt. So I used my scissors and I cut out 8 inches, half inches from the organza. I have to use my roller to secure it because the organza fabric, like I said, is very fragile, it's very soft, and it doesn't stay at a place. So I use my roller to secure it and I cut it all through down of the organza. I cut both for the first one and the second one. And so after cutting it, I cut both for the two part of it. And right now, I'm taking it to go and join it at the sewing machine. I'm going to join the tip of it. After joining, I'm going to weave it straight up. So here is the weaving machine. I've placed my fishing line at the tip of my organza. And now I'm weaving it. And when weaving it, be very, very careful because the weaving machine has a blade. So in order not to cut your fishing line, if not, you're going to start your work from the beginning. So here is me weaving my fishing line and my organza fabric to create that spiral design. And while weaving, you're going to use the other hand to support the organza fabric. The organza fabric doesn't stay at a place, so if you're weaving, be very, very careful so the blade of the weaving machine don't cut the fishing line. So I'm weaving it and using my other hand to secure my organza fabric. And while we're doing it, just take a very good look at the video. It should be just a bit closer to the organza and the fishing line. Be careful so your fishing line doesn't get to the blade. You need the ginger, it's not for pregnant women. bí mẹ́ṣìn jẹ́ tọ̀ ẹ̀. Sewing machine gan-an ni kò gbọ́dọ̀ ṣe. Ká tó wá lọ sọ wíwí mẹ́ṣìn. Òjijì aláya wọn. Ṣé omi mo fẹ́ fún mọ́tò tí mo fẹ́ fún lóògùn? Ó lọ gba àwọn oògùn lọ́dọ̀ woman yẹn ni tí mo mú wọ́n ọjọ́ kejì. Mi ò dẹ̀ ní tó wá ní ká làkọ́ fún ká má nà kọ́ fún. Màá straight. Ilé rẹ̀ ló ń jẹ́ wá fún mi. Ló ti mọ̀ ká àbí gẹ̀ẹ́sì náà kọ́ṣẹ́ lọ́dún. To cut. Just do it carefully, slow and steady, so you won't go and run your fishing line organza. If not, you're going to start again. So I'm moving it gradually, step by step. You can take a look. My organza fabric has a joining at the tip, and I join it because I needed it to be long, because I'm going to run a gather stitch at the middle point. So I'm weaving it slowly, gently, and I'll put it to the end. So I'm weaving also for the other part of it, because I'm going to weave the two of the organza. That is this, the other part and the other part of the organza and the other part of the organza. I'm going to weave the two part of it, because I cannot just weave one and leave the other one. It will look rough, dirty. It will not give the effect I wanted. So as you can see, I'm weaving the other side of the organza fabric, and after weaving it, so this is it, and this is what it looked like. So you can see how our organza material look, and the fishing line too. I have finished weaving the both of them. So I'm going to run a gather stitch in the middle. I'm going to run a gather stitch in the middle of the organza fabric, so to create that spiral design. So here's my sewing machine. I've placed it and set my stitch at this gather part, and so I'm going to start weaving them. I'm going to start sewing it. So I'm sewing my organza fabric using a gather stitch. So after sewing it, I have to start to drag it right now. And you just have to get just one of the thread, just as I do. After getting just one of the thread, you begin to drag it to create that gather effect. And be very careful while doing this, so your thread won't cut, because if your thread cuts, it shows you're going to repeat your work again. You see, this spiral design is really not an easy job. It's really not an easy thing to do. Everything you have to work on it is carefully, slow and steady, carefully. If not, if anything cuts, if the fishing line cuts, or your organza cuts, or your thread cuts, you're going to start the work again. And it's a really stressful work, to be honest with you guys. It's a really stressful work. It's not really an easy thing. So here is me dragging my organza fabric to get that gather effect. This gather effect is going to create that spiral design that I needed to cover my client's skirt. Please guys, I want you to support this channel by liking, subscribing, and also turn on your notification bell, so when next I post a new video, you get notified. And also don't forget to drop your comment in the comment section. Do well by sharing this video to any fashion creativity like you out there. So as you can see, my effect is coming out little by little. I am dragging it, I'm creating the gather stitches, and my effect is coming out. That is, the spiral design is coming out. Please don't forget to like, share and subscribe. So this is the spiral design on my skirt. I'm sorry guys, I don't have a mannequin for now. If not, you could have seen the beauty on it. So I just placed it on my skirt, on my client's skirt. I've covered that line already. I'm going to use my hand needle or machine and sew the middle part to hold it in place. Thank you guys.